As is our usual modus operandi, I always like to include a story with a song. This video is no different. The song, Always on My Mind, was written in 1970-71 by three of Nashville's iconic songsmiths, Wayne Carson, Johnny Christopher, and Mark James. The song's first recording came in '72 by Brenda Lee, but had been released 3 months earlier by Gwen McCrae, two of country music's biggest stars, and Brenda Lee's version climbed the U.S. country charts to number 45. Later that same year, Elvis Presley released it, and his version in 1972 went to the top 10 on U.S. country charts and top 10 on UK pop charts. The truth be told as to how this song came to be is that Wayne Carson had finished 2 verses of the song while working on a different project in Memphis, when he had to call his wife and inform her that he needed another 10 days away from home to complete that original project. His wife was angry about his delay, and he said, "Honey, I know I have been away a lot, but you are always on my mind." Well, that phrase stuck in his head, and he knew he had just found the title to the song he had been working on. After Elvis released You Are Always on My Mind in 1972, the world rumored that the song was created for him, as it corresponded to his separation from his wife Priscilla by a few months. But music critic Robert Hilburn put those rumors to rest after interviewing Wayne Carson, with Carson telling him the song was not written for Presley, but for every man. It is one long apology, like for every guy who has ever screwed up and would love to pick up the phone and say, "Listen, honey, I could have done better, but I just wanted you to know that you are always on my mind." This song has more than 300 recorded versions by dozens of artists. My personal favorite was Willie Nelson's Grammy Award-winning performance in 1982. In the mid-1990s, Tim Bradford and I worked up a version to submit as an audition for the national TV show Nashville Star, and it got me a place to compete on the show. That brought me to one of the most memorable drives in my life. On the way down, Tim and I encountered a massive lightning storm while driving on Interstate 71 towards Nashville. For 1 hour, we watched lightning strikes hit all along the highway, some of them within 100 yards of us, as we watched car after car pull over. Finally, Tim said, "Maybe we should pull over too." But I replied, "This is a sign from God, and we're very late, so we're going to drive through it." We arrived at the production studios for Nashville Star, and I went in and straight to makeup and rehearsal and taping the show in front of a live audience. When it was all over, the hosts of the show made an announcement that it was a very difficult decision that week, because they had to choose between the best voice and the best total package. The beautiful younger woman was awarded the first place, but I was given a special award for the best voice. I guess my lightning storm sign was saying, "Keep trying, big fella, and maybe you should consider losing a few pounds and getting a nice haircut." In any event, here's one for every guy who ever needed to say, "I'm sorry," to every girl who just needed to hear that she was always on his mind.
Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died, and give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. You were always on